Tell me a story. Let's begin. Tales to tell, adventures to spin. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who loved her grandmother so very much, and her grandmother loved her, and so she had made her a beautiful red cloak, and the girl would wear it absolutely everywhere she went because she loved it so. One day, the girl's mother came to her and said, "Oh, Little Red," because everybody called her Little Red by now because of the red hood, the red cloak. "Red, I'm so sorry. Your grandmother is not feeling well. I'm just so busy I can't get to her. Can you please take this basket? I've filled it with bread, some cake, some wine, some other good healthy things for her to get her strength and feel better. But I need you to bring it to her. Can you go the straight path through the woods to your grandmother's house to bring this to her and be home before dark?" "Yes, Mom, I can do that. I want Grandma to feel better too," said Little Red. "All right, you're my big girl. Now take the basket, put on your hood, and I will see you soon." And so Red took the basket and went skipping on out the door, so happy to be able to help. But it didn't take long before she got a little bit distracted walking along the lovely forest path, singing to herself, "Oh, there are so many lovely flowers, red, yellow, and blue. I'll pick a big bouquet for Grandmother to have, and Grandma'll be so glad for all that I will bring. But now I guess I'd better go and hurry." And so she went on her way a bit. But best as she walked, little did she know that hiding in the bushes was a wolf. "Oh, I am so hungry, 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 hungry and starved, for I haven't had a bite to eat in several days, and I know. And it's biting and it's gnawing in my poor wrinkled old gut. So I think that it is time that I get a delicious bite, for I am so hungry, 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 hungry and starved." And then he saw a little girl come walking along with a basket and singing about a grandmother, and he thought, "Oh, this should be good." And he came out onto the path and said, "Hello, little girl." "Oh, well, hello. But I am not supposed to talk to strangers." "Well, but I'm no stranger," said the wolf. "I know you so well. I see you every day." "Oh, okay, well, then I guess we're not strangers." "Oh, no, and where are you going so quickly?" asked the wolf. "Oh, I'm bringing a basket of goodies to my grandmother. She's not feeling very well. And look, I have a bouquet." said the wolf. "Oh, well, that's it's so good that you ran into me. After all, I am a doctor. You see, if your grandmother has a cold, you should pick her those nightshade down by the creek. Make her a tea with those. If you give her that, her cold will disappear at once." "Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you, Doctor. I'll do that right away," said Little Red, and off she went to pick the nightshade, little knowing, of course, that it's quite poisonous to eat. And now the wolf had bought himself some time, and he hurried on ahead to Grandmother's house. He knocked at the door. "Who is it?" asked Grandmother. "It's me, Little Red," said the wolf, disguising his voice. "Oh, Red! Oh,
I'm glad you're here, but I'm not feeling well. So if you'll just take the key from the windowsill and let yourself in, that would be great."
"Oh, yes, I will certainly let myself in," said the wolf, and opened the door.
"You're not Little Red?"
"No, I'm the wolf." And he swallowed her up in one bite. And then he hurried and put on the grandmother's clothes, and into her bed he went, with the covers up as high as they could go, so that he would not at once be recognized by Little Red. And soon after that, Little Red came. Da, 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 da. "Oh, well, that's strange. Door is open. That must be so Granny doesn't have to get out of bed. I'll just go right on in. Hi, Grandma. I've brought you goodies. Look." And she held up the basket. "Grandma, you look a little different. Your eyes are so big." "The better to see you with, my dear," said the wolf once again, disguising his voice. "And, what big hands you have," said Little Red, noticing the rather hairy-looking hands at the edges of the cover. "The better to hug you with, my dear." But now the blanket had slipped just enough for Red to see his big white teeth. "What big teeth you have, Grandma." "The better to eat you with, my dear." And the wolf swallowed her up in one bite as well. "Oh, I've eaten now. I'm so full. I think I'll take a nap," said the wolf, and laid on the bed and at once began to snore. And he snored so loudly that a huntsman passing by at that moment happened to hear. I thought, well, that's odd. The little old lady that lives here doesn't usually sound like that. Maybe I should peek in, see if she's okay. And so, the door is open. That's suspicious. He pushed the door open. What is this I see? Oh my goodness gracious. It's the wolf. And it seems to be wearing the old lady's clothes. And there's a bit of red fabric at its mouth. I wonder, maybe it's been so greedy it's swallowed the great lady whole. I know, I will cut open its stomach, and maybe, just maybe, she's still alive in there. So he took his knife and carefully cut open the wolf's belly, and the wolf was sleeping so deeply that it didn't even notice, barely yipped in its sleep. And out popped, not the little old lady that he was expecting, but Little Red. "Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm so glad you saved us. It was so dark in there. Oh, here, Grammy, come on out." And she helped her grandmother out. And the wolf was like, or not the wolf, the hunter was, "Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I'm so glad you're all right. But, oh boy, well, I guess I better dispose of the wolf." "No," said the granny. "No, I am so angry with this wolf. No,
No, he deserves a terrible death. Let us instead go out and get some large rocks from outside down by the river, and we'll fill his belly with them and we'll sew him back up and we'll wake him.
Oh, well, all right. And so they all went down to the stream and gathered as many big rocks as they could, and they filled up the wolf's belly with them. And then Grandma got her needle and thread and quite cleverly sewed back up the wolf's belly. And then the three of them went outside, and the hunter shot his weapon up into the air so that it would make a loud sound, and it woke up the wolf.
What was that? I thought I heard a shot. Oh, I must have been dreaming. Oh, you always get such strange dreams when you've been eating too much. Oh, and I have. Oh, who would have thought that, Granny and Little Red could waste so much. And I'm so thirsty. I've got to have some water. I can barely drag myself down to the stream, but I've got to have some water. I can barely reach.
And he tumbled, poosh, splish, splash, into the water and drowned because the rocks weighed him down and he could not get back up. And so they were all free of the big bad wolf. No one had to worry anymore. And Granny got to eat all the goodies and have the goodies that Little Red had brought, except not the nightshade, because she told Red, those are quite poisonous, dear. Do not ever eat or touch them again. Oh, okay, said Little Red. And the hunter was very happy that they were both safe and walked Little Red home safely to her mother and told her what had happened. And they all lived happily ever after. Snip, snap, snap. Now the story is out. Tip, tap,